Sometimes it takes extraordinary circumstances to appreciate our ordinary lives. On June 4th, 2009, BYU men's basketball head coach Dave Rose went on a transcendent journey that gave him a new perspective on love, life, and family.
I kind of had to drag him to Disneyland, but once we got there, it was seriously like this perfect trip. We were sitting on the Dumbo ride, and we're flying around, and I look around and I see all of our family, and I really just think I'm the luckiest woman in the whole world.
We were all at Disneyland. We were all flying back to Vegas.
Well, I was driving to the airport with my family to get on the plane. Deep inside, I knew there was something wrong with me. But I got on the plane, and when we got up in the air, I just became, dysfunctional.
Had you ever seen your husband in that state?
The way that I knew he was pretty sick, I had said to him, I'm gonna get help. And normally he would say, no, we're not doing that. But he said, okay.
I couldn't sit up, and so I had to lay down, and then they put oxygen on me.
And the EMTs come in when we land, and they take him out. My sister and my brother were just trying to figure out what's going on, where they were taking him.
I'm trying to stay calm for him, and I'm trying to stay calm. My children, my oldest.
How much luck were you having with that?
Not much.
I was just kind of looking out at the window of the plane that was there, and I actually remember thinking, as long as it's not cancer, I'll be okay.
A coach's very nature is to orchestrate the events in his daily life. On the ambulance ride to Spring Valley Hospital in Las Vegas, Dave Rose felt that control slipping away.
I was really just trying to figure out, first of all, what was wrong with me, but, second was, am I going to be okay?
That whole experience from the time he checked in, it just felt like things just progressed rapidly and not in a good way.
They were having blood transfusions, and they were trying to figure out where, what was wrong.
They took a CT scan of my abdomen. They saw the mass, and then Dr. Hanna comes in and says, we got to get that out.
Dr. Bernie Hanna was the on-call emergency room surgeon that night at the hospital.
Immediately I knew that this was a very serious situation, and ended up having to take him to surgery that day. It was a pretty urgent thing.
Over the next several hours, Dr. Hanna would carefully remove the tip of Rose's pancreas, his spleen, 3 lymph nodes, and what Hanna described as an unusual mass.
It was a tumor, but felt like it was benign. And then the tumor, of course, became cancerous, but at that point they didn't know what type of cancer. The next day they walked in the room, it was pancreatic cancer.
According to the National Cancer Institute, pancreatic cancer has the lowest 5-year survival rate among all forms of the disease, at less than 5%.
When the doctor came in and said pancreatic cancer, I knew that I was gonna lose him. And I knew it wouldn't be long. I think I was bracing myself for, he's not gonna see Taylor graduate from high school.
I just think that that's one of my real responsibilities in life, is to take care of my kids. And that's pretty hard to do if you're not around.
And then you get this, quote, good news that it's a rare form
Right.
of pancreatic cancer.
Right. It's unbelievable.
But it's good news.
Yeah.
I was one of the lucky ones. I was 1% of the people who get pancreatic cancer and get a neuroendocrine tumor.
I knew nothing about neuroendocrine pancreatic cancer. I knew nothing about it. I only knew the bad kind.
Neuroendocrine types are different type of cells in the pancreas that are actually very treatable. So, you're really lucky when this is the case, when you have pancreatic cancer.
3.5 months later, Dave Rose returned to his second family, the BYU men's basketball team.
This will be an event in our lives that will make us better people. hopefully make me a better coach, make our team better.
So is he a different guy?
Absolutely, 100%. I've said that cancer really saved our family.
There are so many things in a day that I appreciate that I never really did before. What I hope I can do for the rest of my life is remember those times. Remember what I felt like the first day I came back to work and the first day that I had practice. Because that makes me a better person. I'm a lucky guy.
And that is a hard-nosed man right there in Dave Rose, and to see him get shaken up like that. And he mentioned that he's a lucky guy, but to survive pancreatic cancer in of itself is a miraculous feat. But he is cancer-free now. He gets checked every 6 months. He's been given a clean